these bad boys, they will challenge any man, whether he's a bodybuilder or whatever. They will challenge any guy who dares to make his woman feel a type of way. Whether they get beaten at the end of the day, they don't care. But they will never look weak in front of their women. Mbano, bad boys, no matter, even if you're tall and they're like this, their confidence is so big that, see, we die here, you cannot disrespect my woman. That's who a bad boy is. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence and I come with a lot of juicy content. I am going to be giving you 11 irresistible qualities of bad boys that women secretly want, so that maybe if you are a good boy, you could add them to your arsenal and just be irresistible without taunting your good personality. Is that okay? Now, we are not trying to change you. None of that. But we're just saying, be irresistibly good. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. I don't think so, honestly. Now, I'm sorry, women will always be attracted to the bad boy vibes, and you can go on and blame it on our hormones, you know, for tricking us into thinking that bad boys are sexy. You could blame it on our absent, abusive fathers for, you know, our daddy issues. You can even blame it on the media for glorifying this rebellious characters. Still, it doesn't deny the fact that bad boys have charisma. Something you don't see in a nice guy. And if nice guys are any better, they would learn. Oh, and if they learn, they can win the game over and over again. Hopefully, it doesn't get into their heads when they keep making their dream girl's head swoon. Okay, so let's start. Number one, bad boys are irresistible to women because they have balls. They're risk takers and they seek the thrill of the moment. So if a bad boy wants to talk to a girl, he will get up and walk over despite, you know, the nervousness. If he wants her number, he will make it clear. He doesn't beat around the bush. There is no hiding or beating around the bush with him. This is a type of courage that excites women very much. Bad boys don't give a rat's ass about what you think of them. For one, it shows confidence to not care about being liked. And two, women love being around someone with carefree attitude because they're often neurotic. Do you get? And finally, they won't compromise for anyone. Bad boys don't compromise for anyone. Who are you to compromise? They don't. They are who they are. And that's a sign of strength. All right. Number two, they are very unpredictable. You don't know what they will do. Bad boys don't follow societal rules or norms or succumb to peer pressure. They match to their own beats. They have this element of surprise that intrigues women. But on the flip side, typical good guys are somewhat too rigid. And it doesn't take too long for women to figure them out and get bored with them. Number three, they are authentic. Bad boys don't see the need to exaggerate or pretend. They live with who they are. If there is anything about nice guys that turn off women, it is the fact that some of them are selfish men in disguise. They're selfish in disguise. They're nice because they have an agenda, or they're too afraid to show who they really are. But the bad boys, girls know what they're dealing with. They're not two-faced. And girls appreciate their realness. What you see is what you get. No surprises, no pretense, no double face. They're who they are. They are what they say they are. All right, and that's why sometimes, you know, you get heartbroken because if they've told you that they're players, they're players. But if you decide to play along, then you'll get your heart broken. And once you get your heart broken, it's your fault, it's not theirs, because they told you already. You knew them from the get-go that these are their traits, but you still went ahead into it. So take a bad boy for who they are, what they say, what they show you. That's who they really are. You can't change them except they want to change for you. Number four, bad boys are unique. The bad boys are different breeds entirely. I don't know how they get that source, because where the nice guys are always afraid to stand out, which of course make them look like just any other guy in a crowd, the bad boys stay unique or different from the crowd. They stand out of the crowd. They have their own style, their own personality, their own belief system, and their own lives, their originality, their distinctiveness. And it's in that their originality and distinctiveness that automatically wakes up the female brain quickly. You get me? Because the good guys, they're always just dull, predictable. You can easily tell their next move. But for the bad boys, they're very energetic. They're very, Number 5. Now, the fifth attitude that makes a bad boy irresistible to women is the fact that they are independent. They have their pursuits. They have their goals. They have their hobbies. They have their lives. All right? Their lives come before women. They don't mix business with pleasure. They know the right time for pleasure. And when it comes to business, it's business. It's serious stuff going down. No capping allowed. Because how are they going to live the life that's appealing to women if they don't take their businesses seriously? All right? And because they devote their time to their career or to their business like a top priority, it gives them that upper hand, because it makes we the ladies feel like the ones who need to be chasing them. And this is the point where we get heartbroken, to be honest. And let's not forget that the bad boys are hard to pin down. Women can never have a full grip on a bad boy. And if I were to be honest with you, it just seems to me like we love that challenge of unavailability, even though it's frustrating, but it's mentally stimulating, mentally challenging, mentally exciting, and exhausting at the same time to us women. Well, I would like to say women in their 20s, because I mean, like, if you're in your 30s or in your 40s, what do you need all this frustration for? You should be thinking of getting married, getting someone to settle down with. And that's why most of the time, this women, we just settle for the good guy eventually. Because bad boys are like, they come with so much trouble, so much headache, so much, it's exhausting. So it's pretty much for women in their early 20s who are still figuring life and dating and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Now, the number 6 reason why women find bad boys irresistible is because they make women feel beautiful. See, no matter how strong and independent a woman is, look, she will always prefer to submit to a man who is more powerful than her. Honestly, be it an alpha woman or not. Now, the problem is those type of men aren't easy to find nowadays. The truth is, women need to feel masculine energy from their men to be able to be feminine and submissive. That's what bad boys are. They exude more masculinity. You can feel their masculine aura. They want to take charge. They just want you to know that, they are the men in the relationship. But some can take it a notch higher and become really abusive. I'm not talking about those men. On my channel, I am not about abusive relationship at all. And number 7, bad boys are irresistible to some women because they exude supreme confidence. Ooh, confidence is sexy. No matter how ugly a guy is, once a guy is confident, he becomes handsome. See, the most attractive trait in a bad boy is his self-confidence. And they tie their confidence to money, status, power, and appearance. That's why they give their businesses top attention, top priority. They give their businesses top tier attention, because when that is unstable, their identity is gone. So where the average man slaves for this validation to boost their confidence, the bad boy already has it, because he walked early for these things, maybe. And women would test men's confidence with questions and rejections, right? It's just a way of filtering out the phonies from the real deal. Because a man's self-worth is the most important trait in our eyes. No woman will be interested in any man who, has less confidence in himself. And I think it's just the polarity between masculine and feminine energy. The feminine, which is built submissive by nature, is always going to be drawn to, the confident masculine energy. And that's how we've been made by God, to answer to our Lord, our King, our husbands, our men. Number 8, bad boys don't try too hard. They have no problem walking away from a woman if she isn't interested. They don't beg. They don't beg you to stay. Most of the time, they don't beg you to stay because their mindset is different. They think that you're the one who is missing out and not them. So rather than being desperate and being taken for granted, they know that they have plenty of other options out there. Okay? So, who the hell? If they got you once, they can get another girl. Again, this is another sign of confidence, and it makes women curious, wondering where their self-belief comes from. They're just confident and cocky. Number 9, bad boys are irresistible because they're dangerous. And danger triggers female primitive desires. The tattoo, the piercing, the smoking, the muscles, the crazy hair, the brooding eyes, the beard, the deep voice, all subconsciously tells women that a man is strong and capable of protection. And even though they know that they might get hurt, they still want to get a taste of his badness. Women were just a different breed entirely, honestly. Number 10, bad boys are never boring. Bad boys aren't afraid to cause trouble. Women can deal with that, but what they can't stand are boring guys and guys with mundane lifestyles, all right? Guys who would not fight for them when they're threatened or bullied by other men. But bad boys, you see these bad boys, they will challenge any man, whether he's a bodybuilder or whatever. They will challenge any guy who dares to make his woman feel a type of way. Whether they get beaten at the end of the day, they don't care. But they will never look weak in front of their women. Bad boys, no matter, even if you're tall and they're like this, their confidence is so big that, see, we die here, you cannot disrespect my woman. That's who a bad boy is. That's what makes them different from good boys. Good boys, they will just, okay, apologize or keep quiet or just move away from the situation. You get what I mean? Number 11, they're dominant. They take charge when needed in real life and in a bedroom, all right? Which is incredibly very sexy to women. Also, it's a leadership quality that they have, and leaders make their partners feel safe, and that's the essence of a bad boy. They come first in their lives, and they are the main character of their story, all right? That's the best way to put it. Sometimes they seem narcissistic, often selfish, but hey, no one is flawless. No one is flawless. Nice guys are no different. They simply don't have the guts to own it. That's all. Okay? So that's it. Leave your thoughts on this topic and let's know your experiences with a bad boy. But also note that, bad boys can be sensitive. They're vulnerable as well. And of course, they do have all it takes to be family men. So don't think that they're just for dates and not marriageable materials. I mean, I just think that they've been given a bad rep in the media. Of course, they can be an asshole and, a pain in the ass, but they're not evil. A bad boy can be a good husband and a good father. And that happens when he meets the right one that makes his heart race more than the usual. All right, so that's just it. All right, until I come your way, do subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a video. And if you can, please support the channel with whatever you can by clicking on the thank button. And I will see you tomorrow. Mwah.